Alrighty folks, good evening. Sorry for the delay on the turn. I was away at a conference and now I'm back at my PC. So we're going to jump right into housekeeping. In eastern Ukraine, there is actually supposed to be one more medium tank for Germany. There was a little bit of confusion about artillery defense values and stuff, and so there's supposed to be one more there. Also, these, I already cleaned it up, but these two destroyers were kind of in the middle of these two zones, but they are starting the turn in A21, where they were left last turn. For the KMT, we have $3. We're going to purchase a cavalry for those $3, place it in our one zone, and then collect $1. So I'll go drop that in, but that'll be the KMT turn. There is no combat or non-combat moves. And you know what? There are actually 4 zones that I control. That's pretty neat. Too bad we don't get recruitment rolls. On to the US turn. For tech, I've continued my very poor track record with tech, rolling an 8 on heavy strategic bombers, and a 12 on advanced submarines, and nothing else came even remotely close to being above, like, 6. So, we are almost definitely not getting this tech objective, I'm thinking, unless I get very, very lucky for 3 turns in a row. 2 turns in a row. Sorry, that only needs 2. So I guess, in theory, we're getting very close to the end of the game here, but in theory, it's doable. I have not looked at the points recently, so I don't know if that's updated or not. We are allowed to do Operation Overlord now, if we so choose, which is fun, I guess. Anyway, purchases, I have $76, 50 of which I'm going to spend on 10 submarines. Then, for the last $26, I'm going to spend 12 on a strategic bomber, which I intend to build in the UK using our Triumph of Capitalism ability. 6 on an attack transport, 3 on an infantry, and 3 on an airborne. These will add up to 12, and 12 is 24, and then the last $2 completes this shipyard under construction for the full 76, and we will collect money and just adjust that when we get back. For combat news, I actually have a combat. I'm going to try carpet bombing again. If you remember, I've never gotten a hit using carpet bombing this entire game. I'm also going to send this artillery in one more time, and we'll see if we can kill this pesky militia in Trondhelag, or if I can lose another unit to a militia. Both are very possible. So we'll start off with the first strike artillery roll, and it misses. So now we need our carpet bombing, and then the defender. We will see if dice are on our side. They are, but at the same time, the militia hit again. I think I've attacked militia like 8 times this game, and they've hit 6 of the 8 times, which 6 times 2 out of 12 is not actually 6. It is 1. So, well, never mind. That was wrong. The words that came out of my mouth were incorrect. But it doesn't matter. The artillery's fucking dead. The militia is also dead. And Germany can just buy another militia up there if they want to. This transport's stuck anyway, so it was like, well, whatever. We're going to fly this strat bomber back. Other non-combat moves, we are going to strategic naval move this artillery, infantry, and attack transport up to northern Italy. Join our small little party gang up here. We are going to strategic rail a militia to New York, a militia to Washington, D.C., and a militia all the way over to San Francisco. Which brings us to this side of the board. Nobody could see it coming. We're going to move all 10 of these submarines, 1, 2, 3, 4. They do have a sub-base, and go in port at the sub-base here in P36 off of Wake. I'm going to fix this this card real quick so it looks prettier. There are a lot of American boats, but even more of the Japanese boats. So, if this ever comes down to a big knockdown drag-out fight, it will be very interesting to see how it turns out. Now, everything that can make it is also moving over to Wake from Midway, which I believe is everything except for these 2 coastal submarines. We're going to hang out in port in this sub-base here. Because the battleships, which only have a base movement of 2, can go 1, 2, 3, and go in port here. So the entire 6th Fleet is moving down to go in port. On the transports, we will be taking... we're also going to land all of the planes on Wake, because they cannot stay on the carriers in port. And we're going to be taking a ton of ground units as well. Let's see, we have so many transports. All 4 transports are going to zip on over here as well. Taking with them 8 units, it will be just... Marines and infantry don't matter now with the whole amphibious doctrine stuff. Leaving Midway pretty undefended. Actually, I'm not even going to leave these submarines in port. They're going to stay out of port in case the zone gets taken. And then I would have to cry about the subs possibly turning Japanese. That would suck. So yeah, this task force is down here now, but we're going to leave it up there because this gets cluttered. That should about sum it up, I think. Shouldn't be anything too crazy. Seaplanes staying in New York. Indeed. Yep, that'll be it. We'll go to place units. All of these submarines are going off of San Francisco here. There are 10 exactly for that major shipyard. And then the minor shipyard under construction. I don't think anyone's surprised that it is going into Wake. We are turning Wake into a fortress. But Japan could probably smack it around if they wanted. If they so choose. The rest of these units are all going to go on over here to the Atlantic side. There's a little bit of a disparity in how much I'm spending on each side, but we all knew that had to happen. The transport's getting built in port in the major shipyard. Both of these units are being built in New York, and then the strategic bomber is being built at the factory in northern England. That's all of the placements, and then for income, we are at 63, plus our 12 bonus is 75, and that's where we're going to end our turn. Thank you for watching. Well, are there damage markers to remove? We aren't quite at the game end die yet, but we do have to remove damage markers. No, there were no successful convoys this last round. Ain't that something? Alright, thank you very much for watching, and have a wonderful evening.